This is Matthew Cratter from Trader University, and today I want to talk about my favorite momentum stocks for this week. If you're interested in learning trading strategies that actually work in today's difficult markets, or you just want to see what I'm trading or investing in, be sure to hit that subscribe and like button. So the fundamental backdrop for all of this rally that we've been seeing is just really one stimulus package after another. Obviously, if Biden cancels a lot of student debt, this will put a lot more disposable income in a lot of young people's pockets, as well as the talk of this new infrastructure bill, estimates ranging from $3 to $4 trillion. It's amazing that we throw that number around so easily now. This will obviously all have to be paid for by the Fed money printers. Not good for maintaining a small deficit and small deficit spending, but very good for asset prices. We can see that the S&P 500 hitting new all-time highs on Thursday before the long Easter weekend. That's a chart of the S&P 500, SPY. If we take a look at the NASDAQ, it's not quite as strong, though we did manage to get back above the 50-day moving average on Thursday. So this may be about to make a run back up to the highs, but we have been seeing pressure on speculative names. A good way to monitor that, obviously, is the ARK Innovation ETF, which is really fairly far below the 50-day moving average and really seems trapped in a trading range. As a result, we've seen rotations into other areas. Small caps have been very strong. IWM, industrials, XLI. This is the industrials in the S&P 500. We talked about last time the finance companies, XLF, the banks, financial services, trading now a little bit in a range, but still outperforming tech for the last couple weeks. Energy as well, XLE, which is the S&P 500 energy ETF, along with some of its components like ExxonMobil and Chevron, which are really written off for dead, but have had a tremendous comeback. And then finally, there's an ETF I want to draw your attention to that really sums up a lot of what's happening with low interest rates and stimulus and possible student loan forgiveness. Obviously, if you have to pay less on your student loans, your monthly payments, you can afford a larger mortgage, which is good for housing. This hitting new all-time highs. This is actually the home builders, XHB. So if you're into ETFs, that's a really nice trending one, as well as some of the components. LEN, Lennar, trading at the highs. DR Horton, another home builder, trading, breaking out to new all-time highs here, as well as sort of the ancillary businesses that service the housing industry and service people who live in houses. Obviously, Home Depot, HD, LOW, also trading near the highs here, as well as appliance, consumer durables like Whirlpool, and at this part of the cycle, WHR doing very well as people buy new homes and then buy a new washing machine or dryer or something like that. In addition, some of the old economy stocks we've been talking about for a couple weeks, especially if you're a Trader University subscriber, you've seen these on the list. ODFL, which is a trucking company, really moving nicely higher since our last video, and U-Haul as well, UHAL. I should have mentioned on these charts, we like to see the stock trading above the 50-day moving average, which is the blue line. The blue line above the 200-day moving average. This is one way that I like to define an uptrend, especially if a stock is also hitting new all-time highs, as we were seeing with some of these stocks. That's a nice bonus as well, because when a stock is at its all-time new highs, it means that anyone who's holding it has an embedded profit. It's quite different from stocks that have crashed recently. If you take something like SPCE, there's a lot of overhang here. They're all the people who bought at these higher levels, and as the stock rallies up, as it did right here, the selling pressure will come in as people want to get back out at break even. So this is one reason to look at stocks that are trading near 52-week highs, or even better, all-time new highs. Another sector that's been doing really well that we have been talking about for a couple months is semis, semiconductors, chips, and chip makers of chip making equipment. The ETF for the semis is SMH. This is the Vanek Vectors Semiconductor ETF. That's a nice ETF to get exposure to this, as well as some of the makers of chip equipment. Applied Materials really breaking out here. Tremendous looking chart. That's AMAT, AMAT, as well as ASML, breaking out to new highs. This is a country, I believe, a company. I believe it's in the Netherlands, but there is an ADR available for it. LRCX is another one. Lam Research, really nice. All these charts look very similar. Obviously, the same sector. And finally, CLAC. This is an old name. KLAC, breaking out to new all-time highs here. So that's the semis and the chips as well. Then a couple software names. TW, TradeWeb Markets. This has been in a nice sideways range, and it looks like on Thursday it's finally breaking out of this range. Great looking chart. These kind of software companies, when they really start to run, there's really no limit on how far they can run, especially companies that have their revenues in the future. It's very difficult to predict, and you tend to get these cascading momentum effects. CDW is another one, another tech company that I've been watching that's breaking out really nicely. And then sort of across a hybrid company, Dolby obviously does sound equipment for movie theaters and consumer movie theaters, home movie theaters, I should say. Dolby Labs, DLB. If you found this video helpful, be sure to check out my full list of momentum stocks. This is available only to Trader University premium subscribers. What this is it's basically a copy of all the tickers that I'm watching. It's a copy of what's on a pad of paper on my desk. And when I have some time, when I'm looking to put on a day trade or a swing trade or even a multi-week position trade, this is my go-to list. I try to update it once or twice a week, and I just updated it this morning with all the latest names. You'll recognize some of the names that we've covered in this video, but then there are many, many more names in there to choose from. And this is really my selection of the strongest stocks that are available at the moment and give you a real idea of what's working and what's not working. In addition, I've added a new feature to Trading University in the last week, which is more long-term investments. So both of these can be found under the Follow My Trades tab. And this one, in this new course or video series, I try to profile stocks that I like for the long term. So you'll get to see what stocks I'm buying for the long term. And these are multi-month or multi-year holds. And I'll give you basically my investment thesis for it. My first pick is a SPAC. The SPAC area is a bit of a mess. There's a lot of capital raised that's trying to find companies to merge with. But this is a really special SPAC that is run by really high quality management that have skin in the game. And it's quite different from a lot of SPACs out there. So if you're looking for long-term investments, in addition to momentum investments, you should check out this course. The other nice thing about this SPAC that I profile and that I recently bought is that you can currently get it right around $10. So you're not paying any SPAC premium for it. In addition, as a Trader University premium subscriber, you'll get access to all my courses. I believe there are 15 courses right now. There's so many I can't even keep track of them. The flagship course really is Learn to Trade Stocks Like a Pro. If you want to really learn everything from A to Z, especially if you're a beginner in the stock market, this is a great place to start. If you want to learn about day trading, Learn to Day Trade Like a Pro. And then I have a more advanced course here on momentum stocks where I really go into a lot more detail than I'm able to do elsewhere. If you want to trade momentum stocks using options, especially in a small account, swing trading with options is the way to go. And then just lots and lots of courses here. Introduction to options, IPOs, how to trade futures, how to trade covered calls, etc. Price action trading, bear market trading strategies, really everything you need to get started, no matter what level you're at, whether you're a beginner, intermediate, or advanced trader. This is really the kind of resource that I wish I had had when I was first learning how to trade. And so if this is something that interests you, you can click on the link in the description notes below. It'll take you to this page right here, the join page. You can click on any of these courses if you want to see the list of lectures, the curriculum. And if this is something that you'd like to join, I have a special coupon for you. You can scroll all the way to the bottom here and click Get It Now. And that will take you to this checkout page. Normally access is just $125 for 30 days access, but I want to give you a coupon code, as I said, because you've listened this far. If you click right here where it says have a coupon code and you type in YT99, capital YT99, click update, that will take $26 off the full price. You get access to everything, all the courses, the list of momentum stocks, as well as my long-term investment picks for just $99 for 30 days. There are no long-term contracts or anything like that. You can cancel at any time within the first 30 days and you won't be charged again. But if you do stick around, I'm constantly adding new courses, updating the momentum stock list, and adding new long-term investments as I find them as well. And if there's something that's missing from the website that you'd like to see, a course, a series of lectures, a particular topic, you can let me know. And I'll make a course just for you and share it, obviously, as well with everyone else who's a subscriber to Trader University Premium. And in this way, I hope to really make it the best resource on the internet for new traders and intermediate traders and advanced traders. If you found this video helpful, be sure to hit that subscribe and like button. Hit the notification bell if you want to be notified when I publish my next video. And let me know your questions and comments in the comment section below. If you have a couple momentum stock names that you like, also feel free to drop those tickers in the comment section below. And in this way, we can really pool our knowledge and the number of momentum stocks that we're looking at. Thanks a lot for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.